facts.
Okay, so basically, are you ready to meet the biggest Big Brother fan there is?
I'm going crazy with apprehension.
I can see it. I can see it. Big man, you okay?
Hold me, John. John, hold me.
Okay, right, come on. Stand fast just now. We're going to get stuck in. I'll call you in 2 seconds.
Morning, James.
Good morning, Kate. How's it going?
I'm okay.
Mate, I'm going to pop in for a hug as well.
Good to see you, mate. How are you?
Good morning, Dougie. I'm all right.
You're looking very smart today.
Thank you.
That's a good look. That's a good look.
I'm a little distraught.
Now listen,
Come on.
listen. You watched Fed and John non-stop for 28 days.
I did.
Now it's finally time for you to meet them both.
Lads,
Fed,
make your entrance. Here they come. Yes.
Come on in. Good morning.
James,
How's
I
it
feel
going?
all about you. Lovely to meet you.
This is lovely.
Have a seat.
This
James,
is familiar.
John.
Good morning.
Absolute pleasure.
How's it going, John? What a pleasure.
Okay, John, do you
Have
want
a
to
seat.
take the west side of the seat there?
absolutely.
Fed, you're okay there.
James,
James,
quite bouncy, isn't it?
We better get
James,
there, innit? We
how
better
does
get-
it feel
Thanks.
to come face to face with, well, heroes, basically?
It's amazing, to be quite honest. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Now, John and Federico, you're the fourth and fifth housemates to be evicted from Big Brother. Let's have a look at the moment you heard you were leaving. This is from Channel 4 show on Friday night.
Utter relief, isn't it?
Yes.
Federico.
Come on.
John.
I didn't go to the wedding.
Now, James, you're wearing black.
I am. I'm in mourning, but I've actually got my campaign what was going to be my campaign T-shirt
I've not
for
seen
this
any
week.
of this before.
Just to show you how
Oh,
close
that's
to my heart you
fantastic.
are.
Well,
You're my
thank you.
hero, John. You really are.
If you're a very good boy, I might even sign it
That's
for you.
nice as well,
wicked,
isn't it? Because
thank you.
it's slightly Warhol-esque, isn't it?
Yeah,
Seeing that.
That's my favourite one. You look like Robot Tickle. Now, Fed,
green
listen,
lipstick.
you look quite chuffed to be leaving. Were you glad to get out of there?
Yeah. I mean, being here right now and I like this chap. He's a meat in this club sandwich, but yeah, I was.
I think that makes us decide
This sort of experience, just it surpasses anything I went through in the house. I'm glad I came here.
I'm glad you know, because the thing is, I saw you off camera beforehand, and I honestly thought, because I'd seen you get interviewed with Davina and Dermot, I thought, this guy's got a few standpoints, he's quite harsh, but we're having an okay morning so far.
It's not been bad.
It's not been it's a top 3 perhaps, it's been good so far, let's hope it
We're still
continues.
warming up, you know.
I know.
Give
I
us
was
some
do
time,
a
give
few
us some time.
stretches. Now, James, under strict supervision, you left the room on Friday to watch the eviction from behind the scenes. How was it?
It was absolutely amazing. I got shown round I went down there to watch Big Brother's Little Brother. I got shown round the Big Brother gallery. I even got to sit on the other side of the diary room, in Big Brother, where Big
That's the
Brother
dream
addresses.
ticket.
Not even
it was
I've done
amazing.
that.
And just before I left that room, you came for your last address to the diary room, John, and I just
remember,
missed
yes.
it. We had to go and...
I sat in that chair. They've got all the laminates over the walls with questions that they ask you. It's about 6 questions they ask you. Apart from that, there's nothing.
Now, John, when you came out, were you kind of quite blown away by the public attention?
Well, I
the reaction?
couldn't believe it. I was expecting, a little bit of... There, nothing happened. I waved, and then everybody went mental. The whole world erupted.
There's
Yeah, I
nothing
couldn't
better than
believe
just wave, and hand to heart like that. Oh, it was good,
Now,
man.
James, who's
And it's like losing a loved one, and I'm still getting over it somewhat.
Big talk.
I'm getting lucky. Ray and Scott are the favourites at the moment.
Ray needs to lose. Scott's got to win.
He also said that he's got the collector's edition, The Return of the Jedi, and if you...
The ladies, they've not seen none
You're
of
a
them.
sex symbol! OK, now earlier on, John met James for the first time. James was visibly shaking. John was, well, fairly calm. John, mind you.
And it's time to take John in for a second dose of Big Brother monitor action. Hello, Lars.
Good morning.
Mwah.
Hello again.
There it is again.
Hello,
John.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
Bit of a disappointment, but hi, I'm Dougie. Oh, mate, thank you very much.
It's always good for us to reunite.
Thank you very much. Now, James, you met John for the first time earlier on this morning. Was he as you imagined?
All that and 10 times more. A living legend.
James, Federico asked me to give you this for your Big Brother shrine, should I say.
Oh, yeah, thanks a lot,
It's his
Fed.
monkey pouch that he keeps his winky in. Do you like it? Do you like it?
I love it.
Are you going to treasure
Hold it
that?
up. Let's have a look. Hold it up.
Would you treasure a gift from John even more?
You know it plays a tune, don't you?
What, does it?
Yeah, I don't know how to do it.
There we go.
Yes! Well,
Not only a visual aid, but an audio aid as well.
that's fantastic.
Good darts, man. Good
I've
darts.
seen that you're giving your dressing gown away on Big Brother's Little
Yes,
Brother. I was kind of hoping to get my hands on that.
You
but
have
I
to see some of the
suppose...
stains on it.
Ah, right, I see. Is there any chance of getting a chunk of your
Yeah, I
back
need
hair?
a haircut. Oh, back hair.
Back hair.
Back hair.
I've got a tip. Are you
Yeah,
actually going to
this-
do it?
Okay, listen,
All right, I didn't
while we
expect
do
you to
this,
do it.
while we do this, we're going to take a look at your best moment.
Okay, well, fine.
But let's do some cutting as well.
The perfect invention. I don't want to make any money of it. I just want to speak to camera and tell the world about the best invention ever. 2 bedrooms, both alike in dignity. In fair Elstree, where we lay our scene. I'm not being big-headed about this, but I do get paid a load of money to negotiate for 37 hours a week.
I don't know if we can see this, but that's John's hair in the jar. It's
From his back.
There's about 20 strands of his back hair, and I don't know if maybe when we get our next commercial break, we can go for perhaps other body hair. Really?
Yeah.
We've got a good mixture of
Hey,
hair.
are you going to be involved in that?
No, John, listen,
Okay.
did that bring back fond memories of you just then, watching your best moments?
Yeah, it's quite strange which moments they've chosen, really. I haven't seen any video yet. I've seen press clippings, but no video, so I don't know what's been going on. The world's gone mad.
Oh, John, we love you, robot. Now, listen.
Sorry, James, you got to fill us in on the stuff that's been going on since John Fade left the house on Friday. What are the stats that we need to know about?
Well, basically, the housemates won Saturday night's task. All of them, apart from Nush, were allowed into the reward room for a big banquet, basically. But the Big Brother had its biggest twist ever this weekend. Yesterday, Cameron was sent to South Africa on a swap with one of the African BB housemates.
He was so excited, you seemed like crying into the towel.
Oh, he was chuffed,
He was
wasn't he?
shaking,
It was such a shaky
trembling.
reaction. It was fantastic.
He was loving it. Now, John, I mean, Cameron, do you think he's going to try and convert the Africans into being some kind of missionary or something?
I
like
don't
that?
know what's going on with Cameron. My big question with Cameron is, when did he turn gay?
He's gay as well.
He's just been doing what everybody else did in previous series and trying to get in the ladies by turning gay.
Man,
that was the best mincing performance crying on Nush's shoulder that I've ever seen.
Do you know what would be great? You know what would be great if the African guy turns out to be a hermaphrodite and then we're covered all pieces. Oh man!
What a
This show is
show.
turning sick. It's disgusting. Now, James, what's the African Big Brother like? Tell us.
OK, well, it's a really multicultural experience. It's 12 housemates from all different African countries.
Right.
They've got a basketball court and a barbecue area,
Wicked.
which we...
Wasted on Cameron then, wouldn't it?
It'd be great to have a barbecue area, though, I think. They've got 2 parrots there, and they've also got a sin bin for misbehaving housemates.
Cool.
And the other, the South African version of BB will be broadcast every night on E4 at 9:30, so we're really going to get an insight.
All right, so we
into
can
it.
see him. So
Yeah,
his
and we
thing
can
stuff
see
like
Cameron
that.
over there doing his thing. I think it's going to be really
Can
cool.
he still be nominated?
No, he can't be nominated. The housemates aren't allowed to nominate Cameron for 2 weeks, but while he's there, he can still nominate people from over here. So I think it's going to be a really
I think we can have a quick
interesting
look at the new
twist.
contestant, James, coming in later on today. Can we get a little picture of the lads? There he is there. Gaetano Kagwa. I think
Gaetano.
I think
Gaetano, sure.
We'll call him Guy.
Yeah, we'll call him Guy. I don't know, he's got a little man beside him there, I don't know if you noticed. James, your stats are, brilliant as always, and good chat as well. We'll leave you here with John for a little while.
A little bit of male bonding.
I'm just going to
Wonderful.
continue stroking him.
In a minute, we'll be having a proper chat with Big Brothers John and Federico.
Yeah.
Don't go away. See you
Lots of
after the break.
stroking, lots of stroking. Welcome back to Rise. The time is 7:49. It's is it the 23rd of June today?
It's Monday, the 23rd of
It's
June.
Monday the 23rd of June. I'm Dougie.
And I'm Kate. Hello there. Now, Dougie, on Friday, John and Federico were chucked out of the Big Brother house.
Yeah.
But we don't mind too much because they're both joining us in the studio today.
Yeah.
Aren't we lucky? Now, later on, we'll be reuniting Fed with Anushka. Possibly see some action there.
Don't know what that means, but, More of that later on, but the big man is here. It's John Boy.
We
Good
didn't
see
want
you
to see
again,
him so
yeah.
soon.
Just say, oh, yes. Yeah.
You even get an applause.
Suddenly, it feels like it's Kilroy now or something like that.
So how does this work? I get a
when did
handshake with you and nothing with Kate?
I know.
I'm going to give you a kiss in a second. I'm just working my...
Oh man, you're
Okay,
quizzing.
cool.
What would you rather? Kiss from her, handshake from me, kiss every time. Now, we're going to have a look at the moment you left the Big Brother house, or we're about to leave the Big Brother house on Friday. Let's take a look. Come on.
John. I get a tear in my eye when I watch that.
Yeah, well, I had plenty in mine as well. I didn't hear those chants when I came up the steps. I didn't hear tickle, tickle already going. I stood there, nothing happened. I went like that, and then boom.
It's beautiful, man. You're my people, you're my people, you're in my heart, you're in my heart.
John, what did you
Gorgeous.
think of the John, what did you think of the reaction when you came out?
Well, it was nuts. there were some really clinically insane people in that crowd. You know,
There's been so much support of you, though.
I know, I can't believe it. I've been on the internet forums reading it.
Were you surprised to have survived 3 weeks of nominations?
Yeah, pretty much. I thought first nomination, I'm out the door straight away. But obviously, you know, you with my head on your chest really worked, so thanks very much.
Yeah.
That is confusing me, but exciting me at the same time.
It excited me when I heard about it.
Why did you decide not to react to nomination announcements?
Really didn't want to give them the satisfaction.
Well, that's quite interesting, because you did seem to have kind of a personal battle with Big Brother. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, because there was nothing else to do. No one else would actually engage in conversation because they were afraid of being controversial. If they split from the crowd, they didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
So the only outlet you had was to go into the booth and rip the hell out of Big Brother because they couldn't answer back.
Well, you're famed for being the only person to tell Big Brother to shut up and wait until I finish speaking.
Oh, well, they needed to be, you know, taught how it works.
Yeah.
What was the most intriguing part of Big Brother, the whole experience for you?
Intriguing. Trying to feed ourselves in the second week, really, and trying to understand why Big Brother was starving us.
You definitely
were hungry.
John, you definitely seem slightly intrigued by Noosh. And there was a bit of a long kiss goodbye on Friday. This is from Channel 4 on Friday night. Let's take a look at this clip. This is interesting.
John, you have less than an hour to say your goodbyes.
Now, are you thinking there, I really wish I hadn't been evicted, because that looked like, well,
You
some
seem
things were
quite
possible.
taken with her.
What I was thinking was, I really wish it had taken less time. She only found out on Wednesday that I hadn't actually visited any prostitutes in Amsterdam. That's why she wasn't talking to me. So, I really wish it had taken less time. She only found out on Wednesday that I hadn't actually visited any prostitutes in Amsterdam. That's why she wasn't talking to me. So, we had that conversation, got the record straight, and then we had a nice chat on Thursday, and then I was out on Friday, so...
Are you going to be following it up, though, when she comes out?
I want to meet her boyfriend. I want to see what kind of man leaves Nush alone for 5 months a year, yeah.
We should really try and film that as well. That would be very interesting. Now, you said you were rubbish in bed.
Oh, quite frequently, yeah.
And I went, quite frequently rubbish.
Yeah.
And I went to the papers and all that kind of thing. It was a bit too late in the day, but I think, can we have a look at one of the headlines? I think we have a still from one of the papers. The people, Big Bro John, still a virgin.
Oh, yeah, interesting. I shall be suing the people.
Oh, dear. I think I've opened a whole can of worms here.
Listen, I take it that's not true?
No, that's not true.
It's not true, it's not true.
Well, obviously not, because how would you know you're rubbish in bed if you hadn't slept with anyone?
That's a salient point.
Hey,
The
I'm
kind of thing
rather-
that Cool I've been forgetting about
Court,
recently. We're back
You also
learning.
said you're never going to marry, is that true?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why?
I don't think that I could inflict myself on someone for the rest of their lives. That would be grossly unfair.
John, you can inflict yourself on
John,
me.
if Carrie Fisher...
Is that a promise?
If Carrie Fisher, Leia from Star Wars, says
Yes.
to you, how about let's get hitched, would you then maybe...
Mate, she's about 60 now.
I know, but she won't... I know, but sometimes the older woman can be slightly kinky.
John, you were quite hard on the other housemates when it comes to, like, tasks and that. And do you think you're a bit too bossy?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But
that's
again,
good
there was
though.
nothing else to
Yeah,
do.
it's funny.
Yeah. It's good, man, because as you say, you're bored, you do your kind of tomato plants, you do the lawnmower, you go in, your mouth off to Big Brother, what else is there to you? You have to be bossy.
Yes.
I would make
I would.
I don't want to sound too fawning here, by the way, I just think it was, thank God you were there, you and Fed, actually.
We had one thing to do, pass the task, and really a lot of people weren't interested in doing that.
Yeah.
Who do you want to win?
Yeah, who do you want to win?
Scott's got to win. Scott is playing the best game I've ever seen in Big Brother.
What do you mean?
He's kept himself to himself. He's very quiet. If you'd noticed over the last few days, he started getting in with Nush rather than the whole stupid Tanya thing. Ditched Tanya because she won't make him win. But if he has a little alliance with Nush, that's cool. He's spending a lot more time in the kitchen, doing a lot more cooking. He's getting on more up front.
Brilliant.
So,
well, John, you're going to stay around for the rest of the show, as is Fed, and then Nooska will be popping in. But just now, it's time to go over to Zora with the news headlines and hopefully a little bit of weather as well, and perhaps sports. Here she comes.
Big Brother 4's John and Federico are with us all morning. And may I just take this opportunity to point out my black armband, as I am in mourning today because John was evicted on Friday and I didn't really want to see him this soon. There you are. Hi, do you like it?
Yeah, he's back though.
I don't mind.
I've been crying all morning. It's great. It's great though. The makeup has done a lovely job. Anyway, John, what are you thinking of my armband? You liking it?
It's lovely. There are so many things I've got to find out about you. I like Kate. There are a lot of things about Kate I've been told by my friends who've been sitting here whilst I've been
Very
inside
interesting.
the
We'll
house.
tell you, we'll pick up on that in a second, John. This has got the makings for another
Let's have a look
interesting
at the
interview.
moment you two left the Big Brother house, shall we?
Okay.
Good evening, Great Britain! Hello!
To the people. Right on, that's great, man. That's iconic. Now, you said just before that you've heard a few things your friends or brother have said about
Yes.
Kate. What's been going on?
It's Ben. I can't blame my brother for this.
Yeah?
Apparently her legs smell of coconut oil. Can I smell your legs, please?
Pop over. Okay. Here you go, he's going in, and
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
hold on, I'll go. Oh, I've gone
Sorry,
for the wrong
my name
leg. I
isn't
got
Jordan or
lettuce.
Jodie, okay? It's Kate, okay? I don't allow people to do that sort of thing to me.
I'm sorry, I was just letting him. He wanted to smell.
Guys, John, I don't have a problem with you doing
Do you
it.
want to
Okay,
come
yeah.
over?
Dougie, you're a professional.
I mean, pop over.
I
Come
had
on,
the whiff
pop
of
over.
coconut
Come
No,
on.
today I'm not wearing the coconut oil, John, but maybe if you come back another day, I'll have it on for you.
I can't believe you come and meet her for the first time.
Anyway, how
Before
close
my
was your
legs.
brother to my legs? I don't remember that, but listen. How did you react to those, you know, when you come out? Did you expect the reactions to be like that?
Absolutely not. No, it astounded me. The whole crowd went nuts. I didn't know that
You're
was going to
still shocked,
happen.
aren't you?
Yeah.
What about you, Fed?
Well, it's funny he says that to answer his question first, because when I was in there, I can't say in hindsight it's 2020, but I thought he was becoming an icon and a legend. From myself, yeah, it was pretty much what I expected, 100%.
Well, why didn't you two lads were voted out in the end? Why was it?
Well,
We talked too much, I guess. We actually gave opinions occasionally.
But were you not surprised though? Because we were speaking about this on Friday, and it was like we thought Cameron would definitely go.
Yeah, we thought Cameron was.
We thought, and
sure.
I think Fed, you were kind of.
after I came out, you know, I thought for sure it'd be Cameron. You know, I was
Yeah.
convinced, you know, and I was actually dreading the prospect of doing like a double thing with Cameron.
Yeah.
But so it was a relief for me when John came out. But yeah, I was positive it would be the Orkney man.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you like? There's been a little chat about Cameron. You like him? He's a decent guy.
I think he's an anomaly of a person, you know, because he's so he can be so straight-laced, puritanic, but then there's like this other sexual deviant spawn of Beelzebub
Sexual
side.
deviant?
Yes.
Yes, I don't know if you've noticed how many times he has touched Nush's bottom
He
in
is-
the past week. It's
He's ravenous.
exceptional.
He's
We'll have to check
absolutely
that one
ravenous.
out.
Yeah, he
now,
wants-
Fed, are you upset that John nominated you? Because you never nominated
No, I don't care.
him. Don't care.
I absolutely
That's
don't care.
good.
Is it true?
He was lying about everything. And he will tell you
Fed,
that.
you were almost like, I don't care. You know, I'm just here and all that. Were you a bit disappointed to be out of the house?
No, I was wanting to be out for about
Yeah.
2 weeks, and I think that's why he nominated me.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But while you've been out of the house, you've been two of the most famous men in Britain. Let's have a look at some of the stories. First, we're going to the people.
Oh, what's this one? Let's have a look at this one.
John's a virgin.
Fed, I swing both ways. That's the whole bisexual equation. But you said you're not bisexual.
I did, yes.
You did say you are.
I did say I'm not
You did say you're
bisexual.
not. Oh God, I'm
I did
confused.
say I'm not. I am.
Not about my sexuality.
Just believe the
this.
people. Come
Now,
on.
if you were watching last night's live Big Brother action on E4, you'd have seen this. Let's take a look at this clip.
Kissing Ray?
Well, that's ended that
We've got
game.
mates that will ridicule us.
Never mind, you'll miss out.
All right, come on, quick. Mwah. Oh, mate!
Now, do you wish you'd stayed in the house now?
I know what you were saying about
think I'm
Cameron.
always fed
Ray
up,
is
I'll
a
tell you
sexual
that.
deviant,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That could have been you. Imagine your lips just popping into his.
I'd rather take my own life. Thank you.
Fed, I know that we've talked about this before, and the papers can be full of rubbish sometimes. But in the people yesterday, it said you'll do interviews naked to prove your little fella's not so little. Has anyone taken you up on that yet?
No one, no. But I'm quickly learning not to be ironic with the tabloid acts.
It's
but,
quite
yeah.
apparent that the tabloid press aren't very intelligent and cannot understand irony.
Do you not
Weird.
find it though utterly absurd? You're reading all these papers, but do you not think, oh,
It is,
you know, it must be strange?
It does come over very surreal, and it can. It was a little
Sounded
overwhelming. It's more the stuff when I came out is fine. The reaction I got prepared me for it. But the clippings I looked at when I came out, you know, when I've been accused of being, you know, sexually harassing Big Brother, you know, I actually just went in the room and done an impression of Avid Marion.
Yeah.
It was the funniest moment on the whole show, and they just cut it up wrong.
You haven't done any real press interviews this weekend. Why was that? Did you not fancy sort of getting your side of the story? Or John, you certainly haven't. I don't know if Fred, you've done a little bit, but John, you haven't.
No, I hate them all, the tabloid press.
Okay, now that's probably not the best thing to say, because...
Oh, no, bring it on. I'll sue them all.
I love the tabloid press.
No,
No, say what you want.
they offer for $3 grand, yeah. So.
Now, the big news is that your fellow nominee Cameron has been packed off to South Africa in a Big Brother swap. What do you make of his sudden busman's holiday?
I think it'll either make or break the man. He will get in a lot of trouble in South Africa. They won't put up with him at all.
Yeah. Well, I think we can have actually a look at Cameron when when he heard the news.
No,
This is him leaving.
No, this is him getting
Did he
ready to
bubble?
go.
He's getting ready to go. There he is now.
Is he
Okay,
bubbling?
camera's panned down, and what's he reading there exactly? He goes, I love this. Some little camcordist just on the outside of the fence there. They've popped up, one an exclusive,
He's with
and there he
Kerry.
is. He's leaving the house for South Africa.
Yeah.
I don't know who was
bless
filming
you.
that, but that was a good exclusive. That obviously.
Yeah, it was. Now, how do you think Cameron will get on? The African housemates have been quite raunchy and wild.
Yeah.
And I don't really see Cameron being like that.
I'll be honest, I fear for the man, because when he came in the house, it took 2 weeks before the nerves calmed down and the other side, shall we say, the wildebeest came out. But I do have reservations about how he'll get on for 2 weeks in this kind of Pan-African
It could be
setup.
a
that he's
surprise though. You
involved
never
in.
know. He's got everyone saying he's
He
too.
could
You know,
do.
he may just go over there and become. He could be
He
like
could
the
do, but
massive
he might
thing
not
to
as well,
South
doggy,
Africa.
you know.
It's
If you want a
Springboks.
prediction about Cameron in South Africa,
Give us it, man.
rocking backwards and forwards in a corner within 2 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
Will they understand him?
No.
Well, it's a potential banana skin. Put it
Yeah.
that way.
I'll tell you one thing
I'm still
about
trying to go with the fact that $3 grand for your life story.
Yeah.
I'll do mine for $1 grand.
Now, one person you haven't seen yet, but will give you a very warm reception of is, of course, victim number one. That's Anushka. You haven't seen each other since her first eviction 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, yesterday you confessed to the papers, Fed, that you fancied the pants off her. Are you man enough to say that to her face?
Of course I am. I'm all man.
Which sane
Apparently.
man wouldn't?
In that case, bring on the sex! There she comes! Here she comes.
I think we're all good.
Right, there we go. Okay. Right, there's a strong hug there, strung up. Do it to John.
You okay?
John, I love that strong hug. Hi there, I'm Dougie, by the way. Sorry, I didn't want to get in the way.
Okay.
Lovely to meet
Hi,
you.
Anushka,
Lovely to meet
again.
you. And you know Kate,
Now, sit
guys,
down,
let's just let's play it down. Let's relax.
Let's catch up.
Okay.
Fed, just exactly how much have you missed Anushka?
Immensely so. From and this is not just for effect or for cameras, and I have said stuff for effect before. When she went in the first week, it left the house empty. She was the preeminent force of the first week. She was the star of the first week, and there was a lot of jealous, catty women who got rid of her because she's a beautiful girl, and that's simplistic.
Yeah.
I totally agree with
Mean
you.
and nasty voting.
Cheers, man. I haven't seen you before, and I look at you in the flesh, and I think, good on you. She's a looker, and
You didn't see me this morning.
You should hear.
I did. I just chose to forget.
Yeah, my boyfriend's in. I'm going,
Now, there was a lot of talk. There was a lot of perhaps excitement and frustration at the same time. I think we can have a look at a clip just now. It's a flirtatious clip, but it's really enjoyable to watch. Let's play in a clip of you two guys in week 1. Here we go.
Well, if it's so we get all sexy.
Let's keep the love affair there. Yeah. She's got an angle already, this girl.
Anushka, what exactly were you saying there?
I can't remember.
Yes, you can. Was it along the lines of if we bonk, we'll get 50 grand?
No,
we'll get to stay in the house?
It was let's have a mad sex affair or something like that.
For sure.
She was wanting to grip the nation with
Oh, mate.
her affair.
Do you know what? You know, if you'd stayed in a few more weeks, do you think it would have happened?
I'll let Anushka answer
No.
that.
Or was it just a bit? You don't.
But, my boyfriend wouldn't have been very amused.
This boyfriend thing keeps
I did
popping up all the time.
I did enjoy when Anushka came in the house. She told us, I kind of have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know.
But he is my actual boyfriend.
Yeah, but he was kind of your boyfriend.
Yeah,
So suddenly you get.
He's now your boyfriend.
Is he
Smart
here
man,
today?
smart
is he here
man.
with us today?
No, he's at the hotel.
Okay, that's a bonus already.
But Anushka,
I
you
hear you,
said Fed was a
Dougie.
good
I
mate
hear
and
you.
you fancied Scott. Do you still stand by that?
Fed is a great mate, but I don't. Scott's cute, but
Would you have gone
I
all the
can't dig
way?
myself out of this hole.
Yeah, would you have gone all the way if you had had a bit more time together?
No way.
What do you think about the
She
rumours
wouldn't
of
have.
Fed batting for both sides?
Very amusing.
Yeah.
Because you told me about Frank anyway, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. We had endless conversations about Frank.
Yeah.
Why not,
Is he
man? You
okay?
may as well double your chances if you can't get into Anushka's heart.
Yes, yes.
He's going to try and get into John's. I don't know if I don't know, just think it increases your chances.
Don't start us on the KY again.
Must essentially, we've had a lot of emails come in, we've filtered through, and I'm just going to sort of basically shout a few over at you. In fact, do you want to go for the first one,
I'll go
Katie?
first. This is an email from Stacey in Gloucester, and she asks, Fed, do you regret what you said about women being slags?
No.
Okay, this is an email from Celia in Norfolk. John, this is for you. Will the tomato plants be suffering without you?
Are they not already dead?
I think they may have died.
Right.
Let's bring it up, let's have a happy
I'll have to
email.
go into mourning.
OK, do we have a phone call? We should have had a phone call, but I'm not sure if they're going to be on the line. Hello, is anybody there?
It doesn't matter. Oh,
It should be Annabelle in Buckinghamshire.
Hello?
Is that Annabelle in Buckinghamshire, or is that... Hello, Annabelle.
Very good.
Who's your question for, Annabelle?
It's for John.
OK,
get
ask
stuck in,
away.
Annabelle.
Excellent. Go ahead.
You said you go straight back to work after Big Brother. Don't you want to be famous?
No, why? I love what I do. This is strange. This is weird, but fame is quite transitory. You know, we came in the dodgy underground entrance today. Your back passage really smells. It's awful. So you know, it's not all big lights. And
Thank goodness we're
cameras.
still maintaining a highbrow broadcast this
Yes.
morning. A highbrow. And we've got a text from Tanya in Yorkshire. This is for you, Fed.
Tanya.
Wear those socks down your trousers in the news of the world. Socks down the
Socks
trousers?
down my
Yeah,
trousers.
that's what she asks.
Down
Oh,
your
yeah,
pants.
I had underpants on.
Yeah, did socks down there? I don't know if she's asked this. God, after saying, let's keep it up there, let's keep it up there.
We
doesn't
should
matter.
have John on the phone. No, Richard in Stoke.
Hello?
Hi, Richard, how are you, mate?
Hello, very well, thank you. How are you?
Good, yeah, good. Doing
We're
away,
good,
man.
thanks
doing
for
away.
asking. Here's your question for, Richard.
Yes, I have a question for John. John, now that you're out of the Big Brother house, will you be seeing any more of Justine?
I haven't actually seen any video of what she's been saying recently, so perhaps it's a bit early to pass judgment on Justine. If I can say, I think Justine was a little bit upset that she got beaten by Geeky John Tickle the Nerd.
She was.
So,
Don't worry about it. It's over
Yeah,
now.
Geeky
Listen, I've
John
got one more
Tickle the
text.
Nerd. John Tickle, man of the
I've got
people.
one text from Ian. I've got a text from Ian Lee said, "Have you read Harry Potter?"
no.
Well, listen,
No.
that's
Gimme.
the book, and that's from
There you
me.
go, man.
It's
Signed it
present.
for loads of
Okay,
other
listen,
people,
guys,
but
you're going
not
to
for
stick
me.
around for Mel and Sue. It's about half an hour of more chat, but just now, though, it's back over to Zora for the news and weather. Here she comes.
Or while she's in the house, as soon as she's out, we'll be all over
Obviously, yes. I'm positing and loving her.
There are two men who lived through it all. It's John and Fed. Let's have a look at how they took the news they were going on Friday.
I can now reveal that the fourth person to be evicted from the Big Brother house is... Federico. The fifth person to be evicted from the Big Brother house is...
Come on, Davina.
Hurry up.
John.
It's wrong. It wasn't right. What were you thinking of, viewers? Welcome to both of you, Federico,
John, lovely
so
to
much.
see you.
Great to be here.
Legends that you are.
Guys, I've got to say, you look happier,
Fresher, younger,
fresher. You do.
and more virile, if I may say.
Thank you so much.
There's a lot of virility on the couch
Apparently
today.
we're taller than we look on TV.
You're very... How tall are you, John?
I'm 6'2", he's 6'3".
Yes, you're much taller than you seem.
You seem stunted.
so?
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
mind you, I have had you on widescreen for the last 3 or 4 weeks, so you're sort of wider, like sort of hobbits in a way.
Explain.
Yeah.
Is it a massive relief to be out
Huge.
for both of you, Fed?
Yeah, I think both of us can say that. I was massively relieved to be out.
It is dull, isn't it, in there?
It is a dull place with
Incredibly
dullards, and it's good to be back in the civilised.
But are you glad that
London.
are you glad that you did it though, Fed? Are you glad?
I've thought about it, and I would have gone in if I could go back, and yeah, I'm glad I did it. But there's nothing really I take from it. A couple of friends, people like John, Scott, Anushka. Apart from that, very little.
What will you take from it, John? What experiences will you take?
Really, we're only just starting phase 3. Phase 1 was an enormous...
Lovely, you've worked it out in phases.
Yeah.
John, I expect nothing less of you. Take us through the phases.
Yeah, phase one.
Phase 1 was doing 5 months of really quite hard work getting in.
Yes.
Phase 2 was being bored constantly for 4 weeks. And phase 3 is now meeting Mel and Sue on morning TV.
Let's hope there's a phase 4. There's always a phase. Yeah.
I want to smell her knees later.
You can smell my knees anytime.
Yeah, I smelled Kate Lawler's. So,
Did you? What about mine? Sure, let anybody smell her knees.
I've got bigger plans for you.
Do I use coconut oil? Yeah. No, I use a sort of pear moisturiser.
Pear, you see,
But guys, when you heard that news, there was a lot of sort of, you know, huggy, commiseration. Oh, God, we're going to miss you so much from all the others. Do you believe it? Do you buy it?
Yeah, I think they realised the enormity of their mistake.
At that moment, they thought, what have we done? We've voted two interesting people out.
I don't know, John. I don't know if you're right. I think there's a lot of disingenuous behaviour in the house.
Yes, there is.
Just really from the viewpoint, like, really no one wants to do anything to anger or antagonise anyone. So, you know, they'll be really nice when it comes to being very nice, but apart from that, everyone loves each other this year. Everyone loves each other.
I'd say disingenuous behaviour is also a pseudonym for Tanya, let's face it.
Fez, you said she was as fake as her nails.
Yeah.
And John, you said she's a great girl.
She said...
The thing about Tanya is she's absolutely harmless. There's no way that she can win the show, so you might as well just treat her as good entertainment until she comes out.
Okay.
You know, she can't do any damage.
I'd agree with John. She is harmless. You know, she's not a wrongful, spiteful person. I never conveyed that, but I did honestly admit that she annoyed the danglies off me. You know.
Yeah.
So who's going to win now? I mean, bearing in mind the two of you were probably the biggest personalities in the house. What are we left with? Who's going to take the prize now?
We are the founding members of the Scott to Win campaign.
Oh, really?
Yes.
We're positive. He is playing a very intelligent game.
Yeah.
But he is a genuine person.
Yes.
He's a decent bloke, isn't he?
He's kind of quiet, isn't he? He's not really showing
He's not as quiet.
He's not quiet.
He's actually
not quiet at all. That's the editing.
Articulate young person who often comes out with good things, but for some reason it's not been broadcast.
He's got a brilliant dry wit, and it just doesn't come across on camera, so they're not showing it.
Yes, wit obviously doesn't often come down through the Big Brother lens. Actually, it sort of gets edited. It's a strange edit sometimes.
Yeah, I think they really just focus
as we have discovered.
Indeed, I'm sure you have.
Having water fights and they're leaving behind some of the little intricacies of Scott.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
they're not being conveyed.
Now, you famously, Federico, love donkeys. You love donkeys.
Yes.
Why is that?
I feel they're a noble beast. They're a noble beast that people hold them in comparison to horses, you know, and look down their noses at donkeys. But I mean, think of the endless amount of work that these mules have done. And yeah, I'd like to. Often I've touted starting a donkey sanctuary in the East End of Glasgow.
Well, as a present, this is marvellous news. We've adopted a donkey for you.
You've got your own donkey.
You've not.
Trust. Yes, we have.
No way.
And your donkey's called Donk Dean. There you go. Adopt a donkey. There's your video.
This is to certify.
I want a donkey.
Oh, we've got a picture of him.
Show me the picture of the donkey.
This is your beast, your noble beast.
Have you got it? It looks like a camel. It's a sort of hybrid. It's a hybrid.
That's the randiest donkey in Britain.
Well,
I've
seen worse.
You've only got it for 12 months.
But at least if I have a donkey, it'll be one of us that's hung like a mule, you know.
There's
so you can get your certificates, and you can go and visit and do whatever you want. There you go. That's
take it home.
Thank you, honestly, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm a fan of the donkey as well.
Our pleasure.
On your side.
Stay with us, guys, please, because after the break, our evictees here, Fed and John, will be dishing more dirt on the Big Brother Bonkers housemates.
and Big Brother Bonkers monitor. My ex-fiancé, James, will be telling us who's missing them and who's glad to see the back of them.
Oh, Cameron, don't worry. I can't believe they did that.
Hey, don't worry about Cameron, seriously.
Be okay, have fun.
Oh.
Well, he found a way again to...
Get some action.
Yes.
Were you a bit jelly bags at that?
I'll run... yes, I'd better not say what I think of Cameron at the moment.
Come on, mate.
Do you think he's manipulative? Do you think he's playing a game?
Yeah, either he's one of the gayest men in Britain, or he has kind of green blood running through his veins. He is a man, surely. Is he not a man?
I think...
So what's he doing?
He might be a man, but I think now he's playing... I think he's taking inspiration from past shows and he's trying to be the new Brian Dowling.
I think he's trying to be inoffensive to women, reading the Bible.
He's everyone's gay older brother. And I think he's bringing some tactics into play now, you know, by Noosh, his main ally, and But I thought he's probably not that intelligent to start using tactics, you know?
Yeah.
Talking of the old green blood running through the veins, green blood, green fingers, John.
You didn't need to explain that, Nick,
Nice
because
little
it was painful.
Hello,
It
Mel.
was painful to me.
Loving your work.
Thanks. Thanks very, very much.
Loving that. That was really strong, wasn't it, that
Now-
segue?
That was Dermot, wasn't it?
It was slightly Dermot, sorry. I must stop showing my tongue as well. I do apologise for that. But you said that you missed Cyril. Now, who's Cyril?
Cyril is a pot plant that I inherited off an ex-housemate's ex-girlfriend and had about one leaf when I first got him, and now is relatively bushy.
Right.
Although I have been back to my flat for about 2 minutes on Saturday.
Yes.
And Simon has rearranged Cyril so he takes up less room. If that's killed him or not, I'm not quite sure.
Now, were you faithful to Cyril, or did you let your green fingers wander freely over other foliage?
There is always room for more plants.
You're a dirty dog.
You
I know,
betrayed Cyril with
Yeah.
a tomato
How do you think
plant.
Cyril feels?
He doesn't actually face the TV, he's round the corner.
Yes,
So, yeah.
and you put him there deliberately, didn't you?
Absolutely.
We
yeah.
saw
His
you
tiny
hunched. We saw you
little
hunched
eyes
over the
couldn't see
plants.
your foul, filthy work on national television. OK, this is a clip of you. Let's have a look at you with some plants, flirting, playing with them.
Naughty tomato plants.
Why? What are they doing?
If you don't, the reason I spend so long with them is if you don't thin them out, they become tomato bushes, and they just produce too much fruit, and it just doesn't get big enough, and it doesn't ripen. And...
Can I just say, you're a tomato dominatrix, that's what you are. Naughty plants!
I'm not sure if I'm going to give you this plant,
No.
actually, because you might be aggressive towards it.
Will you love it?
Is it a tomato plant?
This is Barbara,
Barbara.
and
Yes.
she is a gift from us to you.
I don't know what she is because I'm absolutely rubbish at
I
gardening.
don't know either. Who knows
It's
what
not a
this plant
tomato
is?
plant, is it?
No.
I don't know, it's just a... Come on, accept it graciously, my love. I mean, literally almost £1.99.
Don't wanna know. Bit of lard.
Yeah, nice bit of lard in the morning. Buff it up with the chamois leather.
Certain types of jelly are good for the skin.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What sort of jelly?
Yes, let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah, I see you.
You've had something in your ear,
I just
haven't
know
you?
you. I know.
Federico, we did go to Friends Reunited, okay, and we found your little speech on the aforementioned
I'm going to... Now,
website.
this is a Promethean speech, this one. I must strive to march forth with my own avant-garde approach to life. In synopsis, I have came, I have saw, and I have conquered each and every new frontier in which I've had the will to integrate, then later excel into. Now, that is words loosely structured together with little regard for grammar, that
I
is.
don't think that was all of it, either.
Yeah.
You've done it in synopsis there.
Yeah, well, so what was that about? I mean, basically, that's
I actually
sort of
just...
striving forward.
I strive to see how much I could put down in text without actually saying anything.
You've
So,
done well. I think it's impressive.
I respect that, Fed.
Thank you.
Most people just put, hello, I'm Sarah.
Yeah. The reason you haven't been in touch with me for 10 years is because I'm technically and clinically dull. Yes, that's why I don't go to Friends Reunited. Now, our psychologist took a look at your entry, which was very interesting, and said she found it was a good entry, but it represented insecurity and slight uncertainty.
As well as narcissism.
Counter that,
Narcissism.
yes.
Is that what psychologists said?
Yeah.
Do you think there's any...
Psychiatrists know what they're talking
How,
about.
how long did
generally.
you go to university to come up with that?
I don't know.
Diarrhea?
I think what we should do is basically get the psychologist, get you and the psychologist together, just fight. Fight like animals.
But you've no idea what experts they've been dragging in over the last few weeks to talk about your handwriting, your body language, your feng shui, you know, honestly.
Did I like my house?
Did they like your what?
My house,
Oh,
all
yes.
in black, with
Oh,
a burning
yes.
tree.
Yes.
The thing to do is, before you get those things, is to mess them up in advance.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I did exactly that.
Don't give Big Brother any help whatsoever.
No. I got a master drawer, I'd just draw a pair of glasses on it, knowing they'd say she's not giving anything away, she's really aloof, she sees herself just as a pair of spectacles. I was like, oh, they walked into my silly trap. That's no good.
When you left the Big Brother house on Friday, you left the fridge quite full because you'd had that 155 quid
Yeah.
or whatever to spend on food. Did you just eat as much as you could before you left?
just put it in your
Just to
pocket?
leave it a bit empty for the others?
We had the very famous fish and chips. Goss stood in the kitchen for 3 hours.
That was, actually.
And cooked fish and chips. It was beautiful.
He toiled over it.
Yeah, that's all Goss does. He does that, and he talks about well-known fast food chains constantly. You don't see it because they have to blank it all out.
That's why I thought that
birds
when
tweet.
Goss spoke, it was birds tweets, because you never hear a word.
That's it. That's all you get. All you get is what he wants to do when he comes out with fast food, and he mentions
And
brand
kebabs.
names all the time, so it's not possible.
Do you
to put
like
on.
him though, guys? You haven't mentioned Goss up to this point. Do you like him? Do you
He's
trust
nice
him?
enough, but what do we actually know about Goss?
Not a lot.
Nothing.
But he takes 3 hours to make fish and chips.
He's very scared of people that listen to country music,
Yeah.
but he's desperately trying not to upset them.
Yes, of course.
Hip hop man.
Now, what awaits you? Fed, first of all, what are you up to this week? Obviously, you know, you're hugely in the public eye. You'll be pulled and mauled by mainly women from Newcastle, I imagine.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to be doing?
I don't know, I'm thinking about running for local parliament in Newcastle. Yeah.
Good for you. I think you should.
I think I'll go up there soon.
The slag party.
Yeah. Vote slag. I think there'll be a warm, if not boiling, reception
The
for you
slogan
there.
is there. You've done it. I'm just keeping an open mind. An open mind and a closed anus.
OK. John,
Always
how about you
good.
yourself?
Not very much to do. I could be here every morning if you'd invite me, so
John,
that'd
stay
be
with
quite
us.
nice.
He's trying.
A lot of BBLB to do, and seeing Chris Moyles on Tuesday. He's got him this afternoon.
Oh, the Moyles is a
apparently, my
beast.
Celeb score is bigger than Chris Moyles' at
Well,
the moment. I'm loving that work.
Do tell him about that, because that will go down quite badly.
Yes, I'm sure
He's
it
a
will.
marvellous man. He's the bad boy, apparently, of radio.
Yeah.
The amount of people have told me not to go drinking with him astounds me. Every person I meet in
Oh, I
media.
did that many times, and look where it got.
Yeah, dear, oh dear. Now, you two have also intimated that you would make quite a good double act together. Is this true? Think you're going on the road?
There's a few precedents for such behaviour, isn't there?
Yeah.
We done a press conference right after. It seemed to go well.
Yes.
We're talking about writing a book together, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're thinking about it. There's some things we're going over.
I think
Good
you're a good
call.
combo, actually. I do. I think you complement each other nicely.
Well, I'm just the eye candy, you know.
You know you're a honey. Any time we'll vacate the seats are still warm. You two can be
Thanks
sitting
very much
here.
for coming on
Thank
today.
you.
See you both
It's been a
John
soon.
pleasure.
Fed and, of course, Big Brother monitor James.
Joyce tomorrow, Britain's best home experts will be in the house. We'll see you
See you then. Bye.